Welcome back to next cyber forensic session. In the first session, we have discussed about the concept of forensics, what are all the cardinal principles, and what type of legal authority we need to obtain. Now we will further continue the same topic. Any computer gadget storage memory can be analyzed, of which it can be hard disks of various varieties. Hard disk in general, SATA, ATA, SCSI, these are all the systems which we used to regularly encounter. After that, today, most of the computers do have solid state drives. There is difference between solid state drive in forensic analysis as well as the regular SATA, ATA, SCSI disk analysis. Apart from this, there may be the RAID configuration of the same hard drives, either solid state drives or normal drives. Sometimes we may get floppy disks, sometimes we may get CDs and DVDs, and many times nowadays we are getting clouds as a storage media as well as application utility. Apart from this, several memory cards are there from mobile phones or from the cameras. We are getting those data. Similarly, in case of live computer, the content in the RAM is very vital, which can be recovered through forensic means and which can be used for further analysis. So, system can be of anything, just a simple a log. Somebody has produced some web logs or firewall logs, even then that can be analyzed through forensic means. All these things are important for us for further investigation as well as forensic analysis. In the storage media, normally we do get these type of technologies. One is magnetic storage media. SATA, ATA, SCSI drives in general do have magnetic storage media. Similarly, silicon storage media like RAM or flash drives. Optical storage media like CDs, DVDs, VCDs. These are all the optical storage media, and there are some hybrid varieties of magneto-optical storage devices and all. Storage device of any technology, data can be recovered. Deleted data can be recovered, mostly. Unsaved data can be recovered. The timeline analysis can be done. The internet related timeline activity can be done. Unknown information can be searched through Unicode search. Like that, we can do multiple searches. Typical hard drive construction is like this. There will be some read and write mechanism. This is writing mechanism. This is the writing head, and on these platters, data will be stored. In general, when you see a hard drive, if any particle, dust enters into, that dust cannot be seen even through microscope. Even such a smallest speck of dust goes into entire disk, destroys. That's why it is kept in a vacuum chamber inside the hard drive. How it will be written on the hard drive? Data is written on the sectors and the tracks. How it look like, the gramophone record like thing, how it would look like. So these are all the tracks. The round things are tracks, and this particular area is sector. The V-shaped area is a sector. This much of sector. Why I am showing this? What is the need? How it stores? The issue is whatever data is stored in whatever location, whichever location, the pointer, the address will be mentioned by the operating system to the each individual file where it is located. Based on the address, it goes and brings the data. That is the system. Address means almost like our house address. If somebody wants to post any letter, they will write my house address, then automatically postman will come and deliver at my house. In the same analogy, if I ask my operating system to get one particular file, first file will identify the address. What is the number of address? That address is called cluster. So that cluster number it will identify and goes there when the hard drive is moving 7200 rotations per minute, so fast. The header and writer will go, and header and reader go and bring that data even with such speed, because it has an address, and address is connected with the sector number. Sector is physical address. Cluster is software address given by operating system. And not only one platter, multiple platters will be there in the hard drive, having very thin gap in between. Not like in this diagram. For understanding, the diagram is shown like this, but heavy, the smallest gap will be there. From this platter, this bit area, this bit area, this bit area, and this bit area vertically, if you collect, that is called cylinder or head. This area is called cylinder or head. Operating system stores in first 63 cylinders of the hard drive. Rest of the area is data area. Data can be stored in that particular partition. So if it is a primary drive having one operating system and no other partitions, storage partitions, then first 63 cylinders will be of the operating system. Each data will be stored in the sector vertically in the head. So this is the shaft through which the disks will be moving 7200 rotations per minute. In case of solid state drive, the earlier case, that is magneto-optical hard drive, SATA, ATA, SCSI drives, whereas in this is the hard drive which look, if you open completely, it will look like this. This is the solid state drive, and in that there is solid state drive will have SSD controller, and if by any chance in this solid state drive, in the memory, in the controller, if the trim command, trim command is enabled, then deleted data recovery will be very tough, unless it's stored in multiple locations which user did not know. In such cases only that data can be recovered. Otherwise only file listing can be taken out in case of solid state drive. That's why solid state drive is a nightmare for forensic experts to recover deleted data. Lot of popular forensics software is available. Many states, many laboratories are using these type of tools. For disk forensics or memory forensics, NKS, FTK, Belkasoft, Magneto-Axiom. In case of Mac, Black Bag, these are all imported. They are from abroad. In India, we have our own tool. In India, somebody has developed it, which is called Pro Discover. This Pro Discover tool is far superior than all these things, but because Indian tool, slowly it is coming into the market. For mobile forensics, very popular and robust tool is UFED for PC. UFED tool is from Israel, from Cellbrite company, that will support most of our regular models. However, if the software is the latest version of operating system is there, then getting the deleted data may not be that easy for latest versions. What we can do is we will keep that mobile phone for a few months. Before that, the company may produce a new version with that tool to support the new operating system. That's why if we can't get the data today in the deleted sectors, but we will keep it that for quite long time, 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, we may get later with the new tools. XRY is another tool, Oxygen Detective is another tool. These are all the tools where without invasion of the mobile phone, without opening the hardware, we can read the contents. Whereas in case we want to read the content even after the destruction or damage of the mobile phone, we can reach out through JTAG models in TEL technology and MD series, as well as we can go into removing the storage media and analyzing through codec. So destructive, already mobile phone is destroyed in bomb blast, let us say, or in accidents, we can recover still that data through those technologies. For social media related, lot of tools are available presently. Live social media analysis is one way, or if the accused is identified from his computer, recovering that data is another way. Recovering that data through forensic means is very easy from the computer which is seized. Whereas the live data for investigation purposes, we may want to verify what are all the profiles, handles somebody is using, from where it is being used, and all that activity requires a different set of tools where we can study the market sentiment also. Sometimes some agitations, they do share a lot of data through social media. We can identify those contents, how it is being instigated by what vested parties, how it is being done. All that can be analyzed through several tools available. For each and every state government, they have their own tools. They purchased and they are verifying all the different handles of social media, and they will try to identify the sentiment. Similarly, when we get the CCTVs, most of the CCTVs, common CCTVs do have normal operating system, but some companies do have proprietary operating systems where it requires the proprietary tools. To avoid all that, there are several DVR examiner, Kensense, Mandate, AMP5. These tools will support most of the CCTV proprietary tools also. They can recover the data. They enhance the data by image enhancement or video enhancement. They do a lot of activity and then identify whether the video is edited or not. Video has any information related to a particular person or a particular vehicle number, particular location. Many times we can even identify the lat long through digital photography if GPS is enabled in their mobile phones or in their cameras. So all that part is possible through several tools which are available for Mac operating system, for iOS operating system, for Android operating systems, for Windows operating systems, for Linux, Unix, all different varieties of operating systems, different applications. Data can be recovered and viewed through these forensic tools. If I want to do the analysis, if I want to see the content from the computer, I'll just see the computer. We have to go to the directory structure and we have to verify what are all the files available, and then each file we have to analyze and verify how it is stored or what it is. And we do not know what are all the files available. In general, the operating system view is very small. It will only show you all the saved files structure. But computer will have deleted files, overwritten files, unsaved files, temporary internet files, all these files which are in general not possible to see, log files, they can be seen through forensic software. Forensic software, not only that, it will, once I connect any suspect hard drive to forensic tool, immediately I can get the complete file structure of the day 1 file to today's file. All the file listing can be taken out and it can be sorted out what I'm looking for. If I'm looking for JPG file, if I'm looking for Windows document file, PPT file, BMP file, some proprietary files like XMLs and all, some project work is there, that type of files, movie files, MPEG files, MP4 files, any file, you just sort it out, you can get all those files. Out of those files, you can see deleted files, whether they are overwritten or still existing. If it is overwritten, only partial data can be seen. If it is not overwritten by any other file, then entire data can be seen. Formatted disks, if formatted disk is given to the forensic expert, immediately after the formatting, we can recover the entire partition back to the original file. If some few days it is used and later on given to the forensic expert, a lot of data through keyword search can be recovered through the formatted disk. So formatted disk also we can recover the data through forensic software. And we can get all the number of files available in this. Apart from this, there will be hex view. Here the file header and footer, the corrupted header and footer, everything, offset values, every forensic information can be seen. This type of data we will explain in the forensic analysis course, not in the general course. Here, not only that, we can further see the entire unique words of complete hard drive. If a hard drive contains a particular word which I do not know as an investigator, but it will identify all different words and index it at once in the alphabetical order, so that we can read out all those different keywords. If it has 1,000 keywords, of which one keyword is of my interest, I need not have to identify what is that keyword, but here every keyword is available in the file listing. Just like that, at a glance you can see the data. That is why forensic software is useful to look at the entire file listing. Here it is, which is in red color, which is already deleted file. All other files are still existing. This is particular file is already deleted, still existing, that can be recovered. So complete files, including the system files. What are all those system files we are interested in? Many database files are there. If I am using my computer for Skype connectivity with others, Skype related database files will be available. If I click those files, what type of the handle which I am using for accessing the Skype, how many times I have accessed, whether particular day I am in question, he has accessed the Skype or not, all that information will be available in one single database file of system. System has different logs. Similarly, system has several logs through which we can identify how many pen drives are connected to the system, what type of pen drives are connected to the system, which make pen drive connected to the system, what size pen drive connected to the system, pen drive unique number will be there, which is serial number, that also can be identified through this log files. Apart from this, through link file analysis, you can identify how many files are copied onto pen drive or how many files from pen drive copied onto the system also can be seen through the forensic activity. That's why forensic software can do wonders in the investigation process, provided investigating officers should know what type of questions to be asked by the forensic expert, and forensic expert should know What type of investigation in this particular case investigator is interested in? We for doing the forensic activity, one has to image. Earlier session I told imaging from every bit of information from original hard drive to second original hard drive. Every bit of information should travel through bit stream. That's what imaging is called. If I do only logical backup, I select only the files which are listed actively by operating system. Only that file can be taken onto another hard drive. If that is taken, if the crime related file is deleted, that will not come. Thereby, you will not get complete data. To present evidence, providing integrity of the evidence, you need to read every bit of information in the mobile computer, and then that can be analyzed. If that is to be done, copying is not the source, imaging is only the way. Imaging means through bitstream. There are tools I will show you in the next slides. For every digital evidence collection, we have to write every information, including system information, type of the device, what is the manufacturer, model number, serial number of the device, BIOS, date and time. By the time I went there for search and seizure, what type of date and time is there in the system, that only will reflect in the hard drive. If I take only hard drive and if I don't note down BIOS, date and time, then investigating officer and later on forensic experts cannot connect the date and time with the existing date and time. So BIOS, date and time, what exactly that time when why visited, whether it is syncing with the current date and time or not, that is to be mentioned. And every file will have a property form, evidence number, that is to be mentioned in our digital evidence collection form. In case a suspect hard drive is there, like that 10-15 hard drives are there, of which I want to know which one is relevant. To do the imaging process, it takes a lot of time. So first I want to check whether it has my suspected data or not, as accused has informed that this has my data. This tool, which is called hardware write blocker, if I connect this tool with the suspect hard drive and view the contents what they are having through my laptop or through my workstation, then I can view entire data of this within few minutes without altering anything from this disk, because it is write blocker. No zeros or one will be written here, no zeros and ones can be taken out from here. So this type of write blockers are very cheap. Investigating officers, they do possess this and they go to crime scenes, they try to identify out of 10, 20, 100 hard drives which hard drive is relevant, and then they analyze it. And for imaging, earlier logical backup and imaging tools, imaging process or acquiring process, there is one tool called, most popular tool is LogicCube. There are several hundreds of such tools are available. In a minute, 32 GB of data is transferred. This is the source disk where my suspect computer hard drive is this one. From here I will transfer data to this hard drive, which is sterile new hard drive. If it is 1 terabyte of capacity, this should be more than 1 terabyte capacity. This data will have to go onto this through this methodology, where entire data, every 0 and 1 deleted, unsaved zeros and ones binary data will go in bit stream one after the other and will be saved in the same clusters and sectors in the other hard drive. This type of data transfer will happen using this. 32 GB per minute means even for copying 320 GB, 10 minutes enough. 3200 GB, 100 minutes enough. So the suspect hard drive imaging can be taken here. Now this drive, let us say, consumed 500 GB of data memory total, deleted and saved. For 500 GB of memory, it will produce one hash value, and this will also, after copying, this will also produce the hash value. Both will be verified here, and it will give you a printout saying that hash value of this and hash value of this are identical. Then court will accept this as also original primary evidence. This is primary evidence, this is secondary evidence in general according to law. Whatever is copied is secondary evidence. But to make it as primary evidence, comparing the hash values and giving certificate under 63(4) part A, this can be called as another original. So whether I analyze this or analyze this, same. If I boot this or if I boot this, same. So that type of complete activity will give the data integrity. If by any chance during the analysis, if I change any bit of information in the new drive, this hash value and this hash value will not be same later. That's why before the analysis, after the analysis, we compare the hard drive and give the information to the court that hash values are identical. So that is called hashing. Integrity of the seized evidence through forensically proven procedure, which is called hashing, collection of hashing. Hashing, several methods are there. One is MD5, very most popular. Next one is SHA-1. Today it is SHA-256 and SHA-512 also available. There are multiple algorithms available for producing the hash of storage media A versus storage media B. If A and B have the same hash value, means both are having same content. Anything is changed in this, then completely hash value will be changed. That is, for hash value, we will give certificate also to the extent. Earlier we used to give certificate 65B, Indian Evidence Act. Today we are giving certificate under 63 class 4, part A and part B. Hash value, how it changes. Let us see one example here. Hang him not, comma, kill him. For this, if I develop hash value, that will be like this, 00F0C7. If it is MD5, 32 digit hash value will come. If I change one comma here, hang him, comma, not kill him. This. If I change just a comma from here to here, you can see the complete hash value is changed. MD5 hash value is changed. Even if I put space in between one word or one letter, the entire hard drive's hash value changes. That means data integrity is guaranteed if I prove that hash value before the imaging and after the analysis are same, then nothing is changed. So court will accept that type of evidence. So this is called data integrity of the evidence. When to collect the hash value? Whenever we are taking the copy of something. If we are collecting original from one computer hard drive, as it is I am collecting, as it is I am sending it to the forensic laboratory or through court, I am not imaging at all, then no need for hashing. If I do image, if I do copy, in CCTV, entire CCTV, DVR, network video recorder or digital video recorder, if I collect it, No need for hash value. But we don't collect like that, because the person who is holding the CCTV, that fellow is not a criminal. He is producing it from his house. That is an evidence. So the repository of evidence and owner of that cannot be victimized. So what we do, we take the image of that hard drive and take it for further analysis. In that case, we take the hash value and produce it to the court to show that nothing is changed during the imaging process, after the analysis also. Evidence sources that can be examined in the forensic lab. We can examine computer, mobile, cloud, remote computer also. Cloud is also one kind of remote control. And different operating systems, Windows, Mac, Linux, Chromebox, drive, if it is a drive, if it is an image, if some folders only brought to the lab, complete shadow copy, memory, anything you bring, anything can be analyzed through systematic procedures. And different artifacts can be examined. Log files, web related, communication, social networking, media, several artifacts are there. You can just see our internet files, several log files, active network files, some keychains, Apple keychains and other things, airdrop files, everything can be analyzed. You can see more number of artifacts. You can see every data can be analyzed. It may be POP systems, it may be direct email downloadings, email accessing. If I get one hard drive, till that day, how many email IDs are used and how much of data through that email ID is either received or sent can be seen, including the data, without any password of the email, because everything is stored in the computer. So such artifacts we can examine inside. Complete recovery, after complete recovery, we can further analyze every file structure, including registry and timeline analysis. File signatures, we can analyze the complete file signatures, .exe, .com, .bat, DLL, registry, wave, AVI file, BMP file, GIF file, JPG file, HTML file, XML, any file extensions we can recover and do the analysis. Similarly, if I want to see the complete photographs available in the system, videographs available in the system, just at a click of the mouse, entire gallery comes out, in which suspected photo can be taken out, whether it is deleted condition or active condition, that can be seen here at a glance. All the documents, even if I want to see the document here, I need not have to again copy it to see what exactly it has. Immediately it will produce the document view. Each file, how many files are there, what type of file is there, what type of file content is there, how it look like in the original environment, every information will be available. We can also perform search. If I know one email ID or some bank account, just to type it and press enter. Within 5-10 minutes, entire hard drive will be searched and it will bring out that information, whether that keyword is available or not. Sometimes I know I want to see the computer, all the bank accounts, all the credit cards, all the ATM cards. I don't know the numbers. Then there is a system called Unicode search. We can give a particular pattern of searching methodology with the program. We can recover all the different bank accounts available in the hard drive. So complete indexing also possible to do the search. This is one file I was searching for. These are all the keywords available. Automatically it has generated the indexing. Those files, if I want to check one file, how many files it has, how much of content it has, what type of content it has, whether it has hiding text in any steganography form, all that information can be analyzed through this. Um, this is the process and the information available for analysis of computers. We will stop at this stage and we will go to next session for rest of the such procedures, forensic analysis procedures, where mobile phones, what type of data can be recovered, CCTVs, what type of data can be recovered, all that information can be seen in the next slides. See you in the next session. Thank you.